Hey guys, I hope you guys all had a beautiful holiday season. I wanted to take a minute before we start the video to let you guys know that I'm entering a contest called The Search, which is a contest for content creators to help expand their business, and I need your guys' help. All you have to do is click the link in the description or the pinned comment and drop a vote for your girl. Thank you guys for your time, your energy, and your support. I love you guys. Thank you guys, and let's get this week of workout started. Hey babes, welcome to day one of our full week of workouts. Today is a complete lower body day and we'll be hitting everything from our glutes to quads to hamstrings. Starting, we'll do 10 to 15 minutes of full body foam rolling to get blood flowing to our muscles and are ready to hit the weights. I'll leave the links to the tutorials on foam rolling and my full upper body and lower body warm-up videos in the description. As always, please refer to the description and pinned comment for the full written workouts and timestamps for when each day starts. You are more than welcome to make any changes to these workouts that you'd wish and mix up the workout days as you need. Please take as many rest days in between each workout as you need and only do one workout a day. If you're unsure about how to do any of these exercises or use any of these machines, I got you covered. Check out my other playlists here on my channel linked below. If you're ready to get this new year started on the right foot, click that thumbs up button for good luck and let's get started. First up, we're going to warm up for sumo deadlifts with 2 sets of 12 reps of RDLs. Unfortunately, the only shot I got of me doing RDLs was just a straight booty shot, so I did not include it in here, but do definitely make sure to include them in your warm-ups or whatever other exercises you enjoy doing to help get you ready for deadlifts. For the sumo deadlifts, I'll start with one warm-up set of 10 reps and then increase the weight for 4 working sets of 8 reps at 3 RIR. It's been a while since I've done sumo deadlifts, so I didn't want to go too heavy today. If you're unfamiliar with RIR, all it means is that by the end of the 8 reps of each set, you could do 3 more reps but nothing more than that. If you feel like you could easily do 5 or more reps, increase the weight as long as it doesn't compromise your form. Make sure to keep your spine in a neutral position at all times, depress your shoulders before each rep, and keep your core and back tight throughout the entire set. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes between each set. Next up, I'm going to stay on the rack and set up for barbell split squats, which we'll do for 4 sets of 10 reps per leg at 2 RIR. Doing split squats with a barbell can be a bit more of an advanced movement, so if you're not quite comfortable with doing them with a barbell, feel free to substitute for the Smith machine or simply do them with dumbbells instead. Set up the rack and place a barbell behind your shoulders as you would for squats. Whichever leg is in front is the leg that you're working, so make sure that you allow that leg to do the heavy lifting, pushing off of it when you reach the lowest point of the split squat, while your back leg simply helps you balance and stabilize. Go as comfortably low as you can and bring your back knee right on top of the floor if possible. Allow the weight to rest on your shoulders and avoid lifting the barbell up with your arms. Afterwards, we'll head over to the standing hamstring curl machine for 4 sets of 12 reps per leg with a 3-second negative. For the 3-second negative, simply lower your foot down using a 1, 2, 3-second tempo for each rep. A negative is also called the eccentric part of the movement, when your muscle is lengthening and essentially going back to its natural resting state. Incorporating negatives and longer eccentrics into your exercises is just a simple and easy way to increase the difficulty of the exercise. It's also a great way to utilize progressive overload in your workout routine as well. Try them out and see what you think. Feel free to do seated or laying hamstring curls as well if you prefer, or if you don't have this machine at your gym. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Leg extensions are up next for 4 sets of 12 reps with a 3-second negative as well. If you want, you can definitely superset these with the hamstring curls if you have them both available to you and want to shave a few minutes off your workout time. Just like the hamstring curls, lower the weight down using a 1, 2, 3-second tempo after contracting your quads to bring the weight up. Allow the contraction of your quads to feel the movement and make sure to keep your back and booty on the seat at all times. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. For our last exercise, we'll be doing glute hamstring raises for 4 sets of 10 reps with a 3-second negative. Hold onto a plate, dumbbell, or other weight if you're up for the challenge. Even just a small 5-pound plate can make a big difference. Make sure to adjust the machine so that you can fully bend at the hips and over the cushion comfortably while not feeling like you're going to completely flip over. To make this exercise the most glute and hamstring focused without your lower back taking over, keep your shoulders rounded forward and core tight. This exercise can definitely take a bit of time to tackle, so be patient with yourself as you find the perfect positioning and get more comfortable with the movement. Use a full range of motion and make sure to lower yourself back down using that 1, 2, 3-second tempo for the negative. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Lastly, we're going to head over to the Stairmaster and walk at a moderate pace for 10 minutes. And that completes today's workout, guys. Let me know what you thought in a comment down below, or simply drop a check mark when you complete it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Go rest up and have a great rest of your day, besties. Before we head into our next workout, I'm going to mix up some of my Bellway Super Fiber Plus greens. I'm pretty good at getting my macronutrients in, but when it comes to my micronutrients, I can tend to get a little lazy and not always prioritize them. But I know I need to get better at fueling my body with the powerful little vitamins and minerals like fiber, vitamin C, and calcium. Bellway Super Fiber Plus Greens is made with organic kale, broccoli, spinach, and organic psyllium husk, which all work together to feed the good bacteria in your gut to help your body get everything it needs to power your everyday boss babe hustle. They also help aid in a more balanced gut and support your immunity and recovery. Each scoop of Bellway Super Fiber Plus Greens contains 1 serving of veggies plus 5 grams of fiber, and fiber is great at helping you feel more satiated. Make sure to drink more water when taking Bellway Fiber as well. If you prefer an even more convenient method of consuming Bellway Super Fiber Plus Greens, they also have them available in capsules. Bellway also has a Super Fiber Plus Fruit if you're someone who might struggle to eat enough fiber and fruit throughout the day. This aids in nourishing your gut for enhanced gut health, which can also help reduce bloating, and is also great for your hair, skin, and nails. Bellway Super Fiber Plus Fruit is flavored with real fruits, so it tastes like a fruity lemonade. Delicious, besties. Bellway has a ton of great bundles on their website, so you can get great deals to help fuel your body from the inside out. Their products are all natural and organic, as well as vegan, keto, and paleo friendly, and gluten-free, made with no sugar. Use my discount code Naomi25 to get 25% off your order. I'll leave the link to shop in the description. Let's get this workout started. Today we'll be hitting back and biceps. First up, not filmed, I did my regular full body foam rolling routine. Then I hopped over to the lat pull down machine for 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 12 reps, starting at a lighter weight and then moving up to a moderate one for the second warm-up set. Afterwards, I did 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps at a 2 RIR, which is what you see me doing here. Make sure to keep your shoulders depressed and down. Avoid hunching them up towards your ears. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Following, we have a superset, seated single arm cable rows for 10 reps per arm at a 2 RIR, followed by static hold dumbbell curls for 10 to 12 reps per arm at 2 RIR. After 1 set of both, rest for 1 to 2 minutes and repeat again for a total of 4 times. For the cable rows, fully extend your arm back out between each rep and allow the contraction of your back muscles to pull the weight towards you, sweeping the inside of your elbow against the side of your body as you pull back. Keep your spine in a neutral position at all times and avoid hunching your shoulders up to your ears. The static hold dumbbell curls will target the biceps. For these, keep one arm up in a mid bicep curl at all times while the other arm performs the reps. Then switch arms and repeat. These are one of my favorite bicep curl variations and definitely burn more than they look like they would. Try these out if you're looking for a new and fun bicep exercise. While every rep and set doesn't have to be perfect, do your best to control the weight and not let it control you. Keep your elbows tucked into the sides of your body to best isolate your biceps and use a full range of motion as you perform the curls. Next up, we have straight arm push-downs for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps at 3 RIR. This exercise is one of my favorite back exercises, but can be tricky to figure out how to engage your back muscles instead of mostly your arms if you're new to it. To best target the back muscles, I like to use a straight bar attachment like the one that I have here, and stand far enough back so that the cable essentially makes a parallel line with my back as I bring my arms down. Keep your arms in the same position at all times with the elbows slightly bent, but avoid bending your elbows in order to bring the weight down. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. If you're enjoying this week of workouts, please make sure to visit the link at the top of the description and take a minute to vote for your girl for the search. I would so greatly appreciate that, and let me know if you do in a comment below so I can thank you personally. Coming up, we have another superset starting with bent over barbell rows for 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Keep your upper body bent forward at the hips at about 30 to 45 degrees with your back in a neutral position at all times. This exercise is definitely one where a little bit of swaying is okay, but make sure that your body's momentum is not the only thing that's powering the movement and that you allow your back and biceps to fuel the exercise. Feel free to substitute these for single arm dumbbell rows instead if you'd prefer. Right after the bent over barbell rows, pick up a pair of dumbbells for some hammer curls, which will do for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps at 3 RIR. These will also target the bicep muscles, and all you have to do is keep your biceps flush with the sides of your chest and position your hands so the dumbbells are straight up and down with their thumbs pointing up and pinkies pointing down. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes after each round of this superset. Lastly, we'll head over to the preacher curl machine for 3 final sets of bicep curls for 30 reps each. You essentially want to do these to failure, so make sure to pick a weight so that by the end of the 30 reps, you literally can't push out even one more rep. Keep your elbows on the cushion at all times, exhale as you contract your biceps to bring the handles towards you, and inhale as you lower your hands back down. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. If you're familiar with my back and biceps workouts, you'll see that this one is pretty similar to my other ones, but of course, if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I am a big believer in progressive overload versus changing exercises and workouts up frequently. It takes so much time to master and perfect an exercise, so I personally really enjoy doing the same exercises for 4 to 8 weeks at a time to allow myself enough time to really refine my form and do it well. Otherwise, I find that if you're often switching your exercises up, you may not be allowing yourself enough time to understand the movement and therefore may not get the most out of the exercise as you could be. Anyways, as always, if you'd like to add in or substitute any of these exercises for your own, you're more than welcome to. To finish this workout up, we'll hop on over to the treadmill for 30 minutes of low intensity steady state cardio, aka LISS. You'll only see me at a 0% incline as I get started here, but make sure to make your way up to a 10 to 15% incline if you can for that extra challenge. I promise it burns better than it might sound and you'll get a great sweat going. Anyways, that's all that we have for today, besties. Go home, rest, recover, refuel, and I'll see you later this week for another awesome workout. Have an amazing day. Hello and welcome to day 3 of our full week of workouts. Today we're keeping it short and sweet with a good old shoulder day because I know we don't always want to be spending hours at the gym every workout. This workout should take just about 30 minutes and you'll only need a dumbbell and a bench, so feel free to cozy up in your favorite corner of the gym and hammer this workout out. First up are seated dumbbell shoulder presses. I'll start with 2 warm-up sets of 10 to 12 reps using weights about 5 to 10 pounds lighter than what I'll be using for my working sets, and then increase the weight for my working sets. Working sets will consist of 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps at 3 RIR. As you lower the dumbbells down, point your elbows slightly in towards each other to best target the shoulder muscles. Keep your shoulders depressed and down, making sure to not hunch them up towards your ears. Your shoulders should essentially stay in the same position throughout the entire movement with just the rest of your arms moving. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Next, we have a superset, dumbbell front raises for 12 reps per arm at 3 RIR, followed by bent over rear delt flies for 12 reps at 3 RIR. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes and repeat this superset for a total of 4 times. For the dumbbell front raises, alternate one arm at a time, bringing the working arm up until it is right in front of the opposite shoulder and about parallel to the ground, and then back down again. Keep your elbows slightly bent, but avoid bending your elbows in order to perform the movement. Just like the shoulder presses, your shoulders should remain depressed and down, with really just your arms moving and shoulders themselves remaining in the same position at all times. For the bent over rear delt flies, your elbows should be bent at about 90 degrees, with your upper body bent forward at the hips about 45 degrees. Start with palms facing each other in the middle of your body, and then rotate your elbows out to the sides. Just like the previous exercises, imagine that your shoulders are a rotation point, always staying in the same place, with the rest of your arms being the hands of a clock and moving around the rotation point. Lastly, we have a pyramid set of dumbbell lateral raises because you know I love a good, trusty pyramid set. The pyramid set will look like this. Do 12 reps using a lighter weight, change out the dumbbells for the next heaviest pair and do 9 reps, and then exchange the dumbbells once more for heavier ones and do a final 6 reps. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes and repeat again 2 more times for a total of 3 times. For the lateral raises, we want to keep our shoulders down and relaxed as we have been throughout this workout, avoiding hunching them up towards our ears. Rotate your arms around the sockets of your shoulders, bringing them out until they're about parallel to the ground with palms facing the floor, but no higher than that. And that's all for today's super quick and straightforward shoulders day. Before we head out for the day, I know that many of you find yourself coming back to my channel often, but aren't yet subscribed, so if that might be you, I would absolutely love it if you took a second to click that subscribe button and notification bell as well, so that you're always up to date and notified when I release new videos like this. Thanks for working out with me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Hey babes, today we have our second leg day of the week, and it'll be a complete leg day as well, hitting the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Let's get our foam rolling started, put our headphones on, put on a banger, and get this workout started. First up, we have leg presses. I'll start off with 2 warm-up sets of 8 reps, one with about half the weight I'll be using for my working sets, and the second with about 75% of the weight I'll be using for my working sets. Then we'll do 4 working sets of 10 reps at 5 RIR. It's been a while since I've done leg presses. Literally every time I wanted to use this machine for the past few weeks, it's been taken, so I've literally just been doing other leg exercises instead, and so I just wanted to ease back into lifting heavy for leg presses today. As always, I like to use a narrow stance with a higher foot positioning for more quad and glute focused movements, but feel free to position your feet wherever is most comfortable for you. Keep your feet flat on the platform at all times and bring your knees as close to your chest as you can without excessively rounding your lower back. Rest for 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Next, we have reverse hack squats for 4 sets of 8 reps at 3 RIR. This variation of squats focuses on the quads more and also allows you to get a greater range of motion than what you would normally have with barbell back squats. Keep your core tight and back neutral at all times. Make sure to use a full range of motion and avoid lifting the weight up with your arms. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes in between each set. Third, we'll be doing RDLs in a pyramid set. What this will look like is this: 10 reps at a lighter weight, increasing the weight for 8 more reps, and then increasing the weight once more for another 6 reps. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes after and repeat 2 more times for a total of 3 times. For the RDLs, make sure your spine stays neutral at all times, including your head. You can hold the barbell with either both hands overhand or one overhand and the other underhand. Try both and see which is more comfortable for you. Typically, the reverse grip with one over and one under is an easier and stronger grip for most people, but both of them work and are great. Keep the barbell following the front of your legs at all times, having the barbell path go straight up and down in a line that's about perpendicular to the ground. As you reach the lowest point of the RDL, squeeze your glutes to push your hips forward to return back to starting position. Allow your glutes and hamstrings to power the movement while your arms simply hold the weight. For a full step-by-step tutorial, check out my video linked in the description. Feel free to do these with an easy bar on this machine or with dumbbells or kettlebells instead as well. Lastly, we'll do 4 sets of Bulgarian split squats for 8 to 10 reps at 2 RIR. Choose a bench or platform that's about knee height. For a more glute and hamstring focused movement, position your working foot that's on the ground so that when you go down into the rep, your knee comes to about right above your ankle. To make it more quad focused, bring your foot backwards a little bit more so that your knee comes to about right above your toe when you go down into the Bulgarian split squat. Here, my front foot is positioned a little farther up than it should be, so make sure to bring it back a little more for the next set. Allow your front leg to do the heavy lifting while the foot on top of the platform simply helps balance and support. Lower yourself down by bending your front knee, keep your back in a neutral position at all times, and avoid lifting the dumbbells up with your arms. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes in between each set. To wrap this workout up, let's head over to the treadmill for 30 minutes of lifts. If you haven't had a chance to vote for me for the search yet, right now would be a perfect time to. Your time and energy are greatly appreciated. Again, don't be shy to drop a comment when you cast your vote because I'd love to thank you personally. That's all for this week's workouts. I hope you guys enjoyed them, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and comment if you did. Let's get these gains and slay these goals this new year, my babes. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.